Mr. Muhammad Ibrahim, Secretary of the Local Government Division, and special guest, Mayor of South City Corporation and North City Corporation and Chattogram City Corporation. Respected Secretary of the Health Ministry and Additional Secretary in Dayas, distinguished guest, dear audience, dear journalist, Assalamu alaikum. In starting of my speech, I want to remember with humble respect, father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. This is the dream country of him, and with the hope and aspiration to fulfill his dream, he have led the country for the independence. Anyway, so now the country is ruling under the leadership of her daughter, our Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Many sorts of the problem we are facing in the country, we know very, very well, was suffering seriously under poverty and many other issues. The very miserable suffering was the people's. But now we have able to change the fate of the common people under present Prime Minister leadership. And many issues, many challenges is here, so we are facing that. You see, that is in the year 2020, the COVID situation, it have gripped all over the world, and all over the world have faced a very unpredictable situation. Bangladesh also the same. But in the year 2019, actually, though through the presentation I came to know this dengue fever, dengue disease have been identified in Bangladesh, which is the actually Aedes mosquito carrier. So in the 1964, but it was not significant and not noticeable to the common people. Even me, I was not that much aware. But in 2019, when I became the minister, immediately I find, serious issue it is a serious issue. Then it was a very new issue for us to learn how good we can face this situation and this very critical issue. But anyway, through beating this situation, we have learned a lot of things, and we have communicated we learned by ourselves and communicated with the global communities, those who have suffering. Especially in another issue, I visited the Calcutta, and where I also learned that they have suffered seriously about that by dengue fever once, but they have taken the collective measure in taking cognizance of huge issues. Because of that, they are in a tolerable position. So anyway, since 2019. Because we learned from our experience of 2019, then 2020 was not that much miserable. And 2021 was not, actually, it was not that much, I think, infection was not high. But 2022, it was also not very, I think, not is congenial for us. But 2003, it is very alarming at this moment. So in this context, by this time, both the city corporation, actually, dengue fever is mostly concentrated within our both city corporation, Dhaka and Dhaka South and North. But Chattogram and other city is not that much visible. The few patients is also identifying, but that's not very challenging. So, but we are very concerned about the Dhaka city. So this is why many seminars, symposium, and knowledge acquiring occasion held. And today, actually, this occasion also organized just to whether we have anything residual, that is, we did not been addressed. Whether anything is more we have to do with this aim, this occasion have been organized. And I express my thanks to the team of the Singapore, because our peoples love to give the reference of Singapore about many issues. And then whenever just through the question I have raised, that this was a, so I was not intended to raise any question, but even after that it was knocking to me, then because I will deliver the speech, but I could not get the chance to learn these things. Our people's perception is that, oh, Singapore, there is no mortality, no people is dying by dengue fever. So, but now I get the chance to clear. Last year, so but they have mentioned that 32,000 people have been infected. So in context of the population is 5 million. If it is a 5 million people's country, so but infected person was the 32,000. So our actually last year situation was ours in Dhaka city, our population demographic size is about 20 million. 20 million. Yeah, about 20 million. So within 20 million, if the infected person was, I think last year was at 24. 39,000 or 40,000. So in that comparison, the infected was, compared to them, is not that much, is not high. But mortality issue was the challenge anyway. So at present, I think it have crossed 40,000, in 56,000 something else. Yes. In the past year, when we have faced a very bitter experience, 2019, it was I think 101,000. 101,000 persons have been infected.
155.
155. Okay, anyway, 55 or data might be, there is some. Anyway, so, but there is the issue. So through the presentation, actually, I learned that most of the actually event have been taken in cognizance by our city corporation under our leadership. I think it is not required to mention here because there is a lot of native people is here. You see, we are not unaware about this issue. In the monsoon, this dengue fever will rise a big issue. So this is why in the 5th of January, under my leadership, meeting was held. And we have discussed everything in details. So how could we can, if the dengue will be rise, so that how could we can face. So all the preparation from the city corporation have been taken, and I have actually I became aware whether they are very full prepared. And necessary financial support and all other logistic support and anything is required have been provided from the ministry. But I express my thanks to our both city corporation. They are actually they are the public representative. They are liable to face all the challenges, all the issues of the people. So this is why our both the mayor is very dynamically they have working and they are facing that they are trying to do their best. But anyway, through today's presentation, we came to know that most of the actually area has been covered by our city corporation. Where they have to penetrate to eliminate the mosquito. But still, Singapore could not be faced, and we are not actually claimed that we are successful, because it is very painful to us. Many people is infected, and many people have been dying. So this is it gives us very shock. So this is why we are it is a very concerned issue. Though there is one issue, I think, for the media and those who have distinguished have participated. You see, just few days back, I have seen in the newspaper that World Health Organization have predicted that huge people will be infected. They have predicted might be it will be 50% of the population of the whole world. What actually is true or not, but this is the news. So, and 129 countries have been affected with this about this issue. So this is it is not we are the only the the country, with those who are suffering. So it becomes a very global issue. So the global community is required to come forward and exchange the knowledge, exchange the views, and exchange the whatever initiative they are doing, and technology, know-how, whatever it is there. So this is this is why the Singapore team, madam have been given the presentation, which have been given me something. Mostly we became to clear. Then we have a confusion why the egg of the Aedes mosquito could be killed before the breeding. So whether it could, can we kill it? So today's discussion, more or less, it is actually a few days back, Mr. Atik, our mayor, he have also arranged to bring one entomologist of Miami University of USA, and another entomologist, and another person of CDC, Communicable Disease Control Department of USA, and they met me in my official residence, and they have given the excellent explanation. In the form of the egg, it cannot be killed. It cannot be eliminated. But there is some sort of narrow difference opinion could be there. Yeah, then yesterday, Professor Khairul Bashar is here. He is also the very renowned entomologist in Bangladesh. He have given me actually his impression, explanation that in the form of egg, if it is in moisture and it is in a not very congenial environment for the mosquito, then it might be itself could be lost its capacity to breed. So like this. So he have given it. So this is, anyway, there is a more or less many issues is there. Actually in the public perception is why you do not actually take the initiative from the beginning of the year, the January to December. Why we are not doing, we are not addressing, we are not taking initiative round the year. Actually, it is not true. In the whole round the year, mosquito killing program is going ahead. It is not the seasonal program we have taken, but from the ministry, because city corporation is doing under the leadership of the ministry. So we are it is a concern issue to us. We are not periodically we are doing the thing. Thing is doing very whole the year. In that, I think other than the dengue season, they have to work for the that is Anopheles and Culex, these kinds of other version of the mosquito, and which might be cause of the malaria and other diseases. So they also, because the insecticide, that is pesticide, is different. The same pesticide might be not applicable for all the mosquitoes. So this is why they have taken in this season mostly they are giving attention for the killing the Aedes mosquito, and other season Culex and Anopheles. So there is actually it needs to clear your public perception in Bangladesh is that, they are not coming every day for fogging, that is spraying insecticide. So every day it is a big challenge here, you see. You cannot use any sort of the pesticide, insecticide, you cannot, anyone, whatever might be, it is very effective. But you have to be careful whether it will not be cause of the environment threat. It will not the cause of the human health. So this is why I think Singapore also very concerned about this issue. So spraying of the pesticide, insecticide, it is also very carefully you have to do. So I think it is very good advantage for me to learn that another issue through the question. Singapore also has been given their impression and convinced that in the big water body, there is no chance. There is no, actually it is not established that the Aedes mosquito can be breeding. In big, that is, it is a canal, river, sea, and that is, so it's small water, and there is some sort of as a nutrition is required. That is, if it is in the dirty environment, if the water retain and the upper layer is clean a bit, so there is a chance. And there in the concrete, where is the concrete construction, there is a chance of this kinds of building. Anyway, so actually there is two issues there. One is we have to eliminate, we have to face the challenge to as much as possible to eradicate the mosquito, Aedes mosquito. And another issue is the health care. That is, once the person have been infected, so both the issue, awareness is required. So how could we can eradicate the mosquito within our premise? I think by this time a lot of TVC is every day is showing through the television channel. So people, I think by this time could get the chance to know how they can take the preparation from our own land. And about the health care, once he is infected, how could he can take the treatment? I think everybody from the Secretary of the Health Ministry is here. So I want to draw his attention. So if there anything else is have to publicize from your position, please take the initiative. That is from the Health Ministry. We will take that, actually, we'll our best, whatever we could do to award the people and to participate, to give the collective effort so that to eradicate the mosquito. And in the same time, even after that, somebody else could be infected. After infection, what sort of the initiative has to be taken? So if they remain idle or remain at home and now actually they don't be under the command or the communication with the doctor, might be he can face the serious consequences. So this is all issues. So anyway, actually there is nothing more, and there a lot of discussion have been made, and it is very fruitful discussion. And through that, I think all the mayors and the people, those who are actually involved, all the city corporation officials, and also here there is one additional IGP of the police. He also participated. I express thanks because why I'm giving you thanks, because by this time we have information that every police station there is a lot of abandoned actually vehicles is remaining there. So which is actually outright might be it is because it is not your failure, because of our legislation have some sort of not. So even after that, but we have to address it. And we learn from the entomologist. Even there is a huge, there is this kinds of abandoned anything else where is the water is retaining, but we do not have the scope to everyday clean. But we can put the kerosene there and some oil, so that then the mosquito could not breed from there. And the building construction. And Mr. Atik and Mr. Tapos, they both have given me this information very clearly, strongly. He told me that actually most of the under construction building is very dangerous. It is just only the lacking. It is only just not taking the issue in cognizance. But they cannot do it. I think both the mayor, they have to take the take it as a serious issue. Nobody have, even I am a minister, whoever I am, whoever you, but you do not have any right to be harm for the other people. You are breeding the mosquito, and other people is biting, and they are killing, they are dying, so that this kinds of thing cannot be, this freestyle mentality cannot be allowed for anybody else. So this is why about this issue I call that to give them more attention. That is just clean and take even legislative action against the people, those who are intentionally arranged to breeding the Aedes mosquito. So anyway, thank you very much. It is finally, in conclusion, this is I learned, and I admit that unless otherwise, everybody from all the dwellers could not be collectively give the effort, then it will be worse for the dwellers. Then I hope then through the learning and we reach the conclusion, we will work together and we will face this situation. Thank you very much. Thank you everybody. Joy Bangla, Jai Bangla.